Hi, welcome back to OK Aussie. I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background, but we've got some stuff going on. In fact, it actually feels very much like a building zone for us at the moment. Let's go and check on Dyan and see where she's at and how she's going. Oh, okay. She's muting herself because of, there she is.
Hi. How?
How are you?
How?
Are we having a good day or one of those days? No. Big belong stockings, eh?
My mum did that to me as a kid, but it didn't work for book week.
Oh, didn't it?
Anyway,
Great,
sorry
the Tourette's
about
is still there.
So,
That hasn't gone.
my life is great.
Oh, stop it. It is not.
So happy.
Okay.
Yesterday, there was a food park.
Oh, let's talk
and
about
I
that one
was
first.
So happy. So happy.
As you know, we share life with disability.
Oh,
The ins and outs, the day by
we show
day.
everything.
Just so that people are actually aware of
No,
what
don't
like
show-
it
don't
is
show.
living with disability. No, please don't show that. The Tourette's has been
Exactly.
full on for the last 4 days straight. Amplified, particularly at night time.
Oh, that burn, dude.
Okay, that's my
You're gonna
hand. It's still attached.
die.
I'm not going to die.
Your thumb's gonna fall off.
It's not going to fall off.
You know what?
What? I burnt myself on the oven a
Imagine
few
if
days
I had
ago.
a mini chainsaw.
Distracted by somebody.
If I had a mini chainsaw, that's what it looked like it could create.
Okay,
It looks terrible.
why would you have a mini chainsaw? No
I
one
mean,
would
to
give you something sharp for a
miniatures.
start.
But imagine a miniature
Oh,
chainsaw.
no, it would be pretty cool,
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
it?
do that though. That's not the bit I'm excited about.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll heal.
He burnt himself in the oven. But
I know,
basically, I'm
stupid.
saying,
That was just me
imagine
being
if
careless
there
and
was
distracted.
miniature things that you could, miniature lawnmower.
Could you imagine? Little lawnmower with a snipper. All these things.
I don't like whippersnippers.
We're trying to distract
I don't
ourselves
like
at the
them.
moment
that
because
bit in the middle of it.
for the last hour and a half, we've had the sounds, not of silence, of construction work immediately above us. We're on level 2. They're on level 3, and it sounds like they're drilling into concrete. Still going. So the cats are on edge.
No,
The
hang
birds
on.
are on edge.
There's a
Dyan
build
is
up to
definitely on
this.
edge.
There
Yeah.
is a subconscious
Oh, subconscious.
that's now become an epiphany.
Oh, an epiphany. I like it when we get an epiphany.
It's getting real complex
Right,
now.
what's going on? What's
So
this epiphany?
Basically,
Yeah, basically what?
last week we heard a lot of bang, 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 stop.
Oh,
Bang,
that's
bang,
right.
bang,
That
stop.
was going on for 3 or 4
Carpet.
days.
Someone has
Oh.
sold and moved out, right?
Yeah.
So the new people moving in, obviously, in above us, which above us,
Revamping
but
the entire
next to us,
apartment. Yeah.
they've done the carpet, and now I reckon they're renovating either the kitchen or the bathroom.
Has to be the bathroom.
That's fun. And even if they finish the kitchen or the bathroom, I bet you the opposite's going to get done too. Because this sounds like people that have obviously got more than just the money to buy this. Because this is a nice place to buy.
Brand new
a
apartment
nice
buildings,
place
really.
to
It's only a
live,
couple of years
an
old.
area. So look,
So
there's
I'm gonna
some
be
very wealthy
distracted.
people here, but I'm just saying, like, they could be renovating the whole house. And I mean, some of
Excuse
these
me.
apartments are large. Ours is considered like small.
It is small.
Well,
There's
no,
3
actually,
different
this isn't
actual
the smallest.
configurations of
There's
apartments.
smaller than
1,
this.
2, and 3 bedroom
This
apartments.
is a 2-bedroom.
We're in the middle.
There's 1 bedroom.
We're in the
There's
Goldilocks.
3-4 bedrooms. So there's a lot of 3-4 bedrooms. This is most likely a 3-bedroom.
I don't think we need to do a layout of the whole architectural and structure of the building. What we do need to talk about, however, is how you're coping with it. And this is how we're coping with it. Rambling.
Is this space? Like
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
coping?
the obvious solution immediately would be to
No.
put noise cancellation headsets on, but
Except
what's happening now this morning when you woke up at 7 o'clock this morning? I thought you were going to rip your ear off.
I have an ear infection.
It's swollen.
It's been building up for a
It's
few
infected.
days. I've had a temperature of 38 and we've all been
For
going,
3
why
days.
has she got
Why has she
38?
got
Why
that?
has she
There's
got
got to be an
38? Why has she
infection
got
somewhere.
38? Why
Well,
has
now
she
we
got
know where the
38?
infection
So
is.
basically, obviously, what it means is I've got an ear infection.
Sore station tubes, sore
Am I
with the
yelling?
swallowing.
Sorry.
You are yelling because of the noise above. Even the birds have been yelling. Even the cats are discombobulated.
You hurt my birds. I'm going to come after you and I'm going to...
Now, there's been no notice about the construction work, which is
but
what's
the
meant to
owners would
occur,
know. The special
so that we can
people
plan
would know.
around that.
Ooh.
I have been in touch with the medical doctor's clinic
Can I
for
be an
Dyan.
owner?
Hold on. So I've been in touch with the doctor's
Just
clinic
pretend.
so that we can get telehealth to get urgent antibiotics done.
Because I just need antibiotics. I'm in agony.
I don't know if we're going to get a squeeze
I
in.
can't even swallow.
Now, what happens if we
without
can't get a
pain?
squeeze in on a Friday? If we have to
I don't
do
even
after
know.
hours, it's not bulk build, so that could be
I can't
$160
afford that.
and then a gap fee or whatever else. So that's if you can get
That's not
in,
gonna
but then
happen.
it's a gap. We don't have the money to do that.
No, I'm not gonna do
If
that.
this exacerbates in the next 24, 48 hours,
just gonna have to take
it's
pain
going to be
relief.
going to the hospital. Or we have to look at
No,
what
we're
antibiotics
not
that we
doing that.
have on site that we can maybe repurpose and utilise and work out what best suits.
Until we can get
But
a
that
telehealth.
takes the onus onto us, and it's like we shouldn't have to be doing this. This is why you're meant to be able to have
Australia,
access
can
for
you
complex
fix the
medical
health
care
system?
patients.
You know what?
Don't want to be a burden on the
Don't
hospital.
tell me we've got this World Health Class system. I'm in bed.
Yeah.
Okay, I could die any day.
Yep.
And nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Now look, there is people that give a shit, but you know what I'm saying. I should be able to have access. And NDIS, this is where you need
National
to be a
Disability
hybrid.
Insurance Scheme. Yeah.
We need to start to become a hybrid. We need some silver chaining going on. We need to be able to have access to at-home doctors.
Silver chain, for the
Okay?
people who don't
Okay?
understand, is
This
a
is
nursing
enough now.
support service that's provided for the
Well,
65
let me say
and
something.
above in the community for
Let me
community
say
nursing.
something for all you people out there that go, the NDS is costing us so much money. I do agree that some providers are dodgy and overcharging. But
Yep.
that happens in the medical world anyway. And are you complaining about that?
Bingo.
Second to that.
Yeah.
Second to that, right? There are people on the NDS, and you have a section for us, medically complex patients, and I'm on it.
Yeah.
I need the hybrid of high medical needs, which means
Acute care.
let's think about this. You think I'm a waste of money? You go back in time. You want it? Go for it. They'd have to put me in a home with the elderly, and that would cost them thousands of dollars a day. It would be so much more expensive than what they're doing it through NDIS, and all they would have to add
The
in.
wall's vibrating. Just make sure nothing falls off onto your head.
No.
We'll just keep an eye on that for the moment. There's a lot of movement. It's going to be a bit of a distracting session today while Dyan's talking. My
Oh my
apologies.
God!
And her
no.
mind's already offline.
Ow! Fuck no.
Okay, relax. I'm
no.
looking. Relax. Lie down.
No.
Lie down.
No, no,
You're
no,
fine.
No,
I got it.
no,
It's
no,
okay.
no, no.
It's okay. It's not good, but
No,
we've
but
got
like, okay, so,
Yep.
where was I at? Because you messed with my neurology.
I'm sorry, but look, even the cat's trying to hide underneath the. Get under the covers
Oh,
now.
you
Stop, drop, and roll.
bumper.
It's okay. Get underneath. You'll be safe.
You
Everyone's
know.
trying to find safety at the moment. So, look, we're waiting for the doctor to get back to us. Hopefully, we'll be able to get in. If not, after hours, the doctor's
was I
appointment's not good.
saying?
I don't know. You're going to have to remember. I can't remember for you all
You
the
did it
time.
on purpose.
I did not. And the burden on the hospital, we don't want to go to a hospital because of an
that's
infection.
right. The cost of me.
Yeah.
All I would need is the same access, which all my OT, my nurse practitioner, all these people that look after me say the same thing.
They do all the
I
time,
need
don't they?
nurses and I need a doctor checking on me. So the nursing homes have that, okay? And that's for, and some elderly are healthier than me. Do you know that? I know that sounds bizarre. They need assistance in a different way because they're elderly, absolutely. But I'm just saying, some of them are more healthy than me.
Most of them are.
I actually need a hybrid situation, NDIS.
But do you understand?
So
I think you're a
sort
bit
your
wrong
shit
here. Let me
out.
actually just explain to you. You wouldn't be eligible, A, because you're not 65 and above, to the aged care. But even that, there's some patients that slip through the system and have
Or
to go
silver
into
chain.
the aged care earlier because they haven't got the supports. But even in an aged care home, a lot of them don't have the complex medical needs staff availability.
No, that's
You
true.
would have to be a community enrollment into the hospital. They'd have to actually put you as an inpatient on ward stay for access to all the clinical support staff.
Right,
And that
so
would
I
be
would have to
$3,500 to $5,000 a day. It's expensive to do that.
So I'd have to live my end
It's-
days there. Great.
This is just insane. But anyway, that's not what we're getting to. What we do have, and for those who are new to the channel, Dyan does have multiple complex conditions, primarily a genetic condition called 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. It's a genetic chromosomal disorder, missing 30 to 50 genes, affecting about 100 195 symptoms. I know it's a brief silence for a second. Wow, let's go
No,
party.
I'm just looking for anything
And
that...
yeah, I know, cracks in the wall start to form. Look, we've had to stop watching TV. Haven't been able to deviate Dyan's thinking because she's absolutely distracted, discombobulated by this noise that's going on. Now, you mentioned the ear infections. We've got that.
Ah!
It's okay.
I'm a little nervous.
Okay. Now, the pain that she woke up this morning was actually intense.
Maybe it was safer to have teddies up here.
Actually, probably would be
I've
safer.
done my redesign of
I don't want any of those heavy things falling on your head. Well, it's not that majorly heavy.
Yeah,
Maybe the candlestick. What's
sure.
thing? You know, killed by a candlestick in the bedroom. This sounds like a whodunit.
It's Cluedo.
Cluedo.
No, but basically.
Could be. Could happen. Yes.
Well, I could get the wrench from the storage room and just poof you on
Oh,
the head.
thank you very much. What did I do? I'm trying to help you.
We're playing Cluedo.
Oh, we're playing Cluedo. Okay.
Like escape room style.
Well, we should do escape room.
No, you get plastic.
Now, here's the other conundrum. Thank you. Escape room.
You hit them, but with plastic.
Just remind me. The other alternative to this is we
That's
would
not
like to be
funny.
able to get Dyan off
funny.
site, but she is too fatigued today for me to go. Let's
I
just
have
go to the
been-
shops or
No,
something
no,
like
hang on.
that.
I just want to say something. I
Yeah.
have been busting my butt working on YouTube so hard, guys. I've spent. This is not a guilt trip. This is like I love my job on
Yeah,
YouTube.
very passionate.
I have been doing so many great videos and
Mm.
enjoying all of them, even the deep and meaningful chats. I do think that you guys need to realize there's a lot in there for some of you, and I really
A
hope
lot
that
of very thought-provoking.
with my
Mhm.
journey, that it's helping you process your journey. That's why I talk about a lot of things too. But I'm just saying, like, I've been creating a lot of videos. I've been getting the house redone because, you know, once you move, you kind of sit with things and then you go, I'm getting rid
It's
of
that
all of
6-month
these
mark.
things because they don't work in this house.
Yeah.
And actually making things like the daily living difficult.
Oh, efficiencies.
You know, efficiencies has to come first
Absolutely.
in this house. And then
100%.
also we've done things like the medical trolley and all sorts
Medical
of,
trolley just over there.
yeah, like all sorts of things. But we've also had to
What are you
do
doing?
a lot of change arounds, like in the pantry, in the kitchen.
Kitchen.
I've had to redo those things because
Yep.
our house
Pretty
before
good.
that we moved into, we thought was where we were going to go. We had to get rid of stuff, and then now we come back here, we've got more space, but we still, in the last place we had more space, and now that we've come back here,
Less cupboard
we have
space,
less
haven't we?
cupboard
Yeah.
space, which that's okay. That's not a big deal. It's just a matter of prioritizing
Yeah,
what's
adjusting.
needed and what's not, and that takes thinking, it takes time, and with someone like me, that's a big deal for me. Like, I know for you probably go, oh, that's just easy. No, it's not for me.
Yeah.
For you it
It
is,
is.
for others it is.
Where's the potty cat?
What are you doing? Cry, Willow. Did he push you out of your
Just having
comfort
trouble.
zone?
They're not happy.
Boys.
Willow's not up in his tower because he's
Ow.
not comfortable.
Dangerous.
He's like a snapping turtle at the moment.
Dangerous.
Now, if we had a tilt-in space wheelchair, I'd be taking Dyan out of here so that I can at least get her away from the environment and get her to lie down. I've got people who are in the administration of the building at the moment trying to work out where is this happening, how long is it going for? Because if it's going to be an all-day thing,
Please.
do I need to take her to a hotel or
No, but
something
also,
separate? No,
I've
I
got
need to
an
take
ear
you out of here.
infection, exactly.
Yeah,
and
not
I can't
helping.
wear headsets
I'll
because
explain that.
I'm very sore.
Yeah.
Like in here, about 2 centimeters, and then under here, I'm very like.
You've been very flushed for the
I
last
feel
4
very
days.
swollen. Everyone keeps saying
I should have
that.
picked up on this earlier, but with multi-complex conditions, she's actually got multiple infections already, and she's neutropenic. This is all
I
part
feel
of
like
22q.
crap. I've
I
had
don't know
38
which
degree
parts affected or
temperatures.
infected, if you know what I
And
mean.
nor do I.
No, and then you've got
It's
bowel
no,
issues
no,
going on
hang
at the
on.
moment, prolapse. It's like, this is not helping.
This is a good interoception understanding.
I
okay?
know, right?
I
Autistic
have
101.
had for 4 days
Yes.
a high temperature
Yep. And I've
and
asked you every
feeling
day.
uncomfortable.
Yep.
And I only just realised about 2 hours ago
Yeah.
that I have an ear infection.
You actually realised 3.5 hours ago, but that's
Oh,
okay.
Sorry,
Who's counting?
3.5 hours ago.
But you actually woke
Time
up
is
at
going fast.
2 and then at 3:30 and then at 5 o'clock
Yeah,
this morning.
what happened at 2?
Because, well, your bowels, your whole GI tract stuff because of the gastroparesis
no,
and the
it wasn't
pain.
my bowels during the night.
Well, you've been to the toilet multiple times, which you don't normally do
Wasn't
during the
during
night. So
No
you
bowel
went.
action at all,
No,
sorry.
well, it's not action, but I think there's pressure, and that's part of the prolapse and the
Oh, wow.
gastroparesis.
What
So
are
a
you
lot of
saying?
stuff going on.
I'm taking you
I'm
off on the
s-
toilet?
No, hello, little Maximo.
I don't remember any of this.
No, you
All I
don't.
remember was doing a little. I did.
Who's this?
That was right in the knee bit where you know they test your reflexes.
Hello.
But you know what?
Say hello.
There wasn't much of a reflex.
Who's this?
It's a bit of a problem.
Say hello,
Anyway.
Max. Going down. First floor.
My new clock. My new clock.
Yeah, how's that
I'm
going?
sitting on the toilet at 2 in the morning. I'm going.
Yeah, you're clapping lightly, which I can hear in bed. Thanks very much. I'm awake. Don't worry. Every time she moves, I'm awake
It
just in
works
case.
well in the middle
That's
of
her
the
new
night.
clap. That's her clock.
I
That's-
need to know the time. 'Cause it's like, what? And
Then
I'm
you
like,
should have known that it's early in the morning.
it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm thinking, why am I awake? And then I thought, oh, probably because I needed to wee.
Probably. Something like that.
And I weed.
Now, we've talked about what's
It's
happening
great.
today as far as all the construction noise, and I don't know how we're going to manage this.
No.
We have talked about the fact that you've woken up with pain and infections, and that
Where's
we've now
this
reached
money
out.
coming from to
I don't know.
stay somewhere?
That I don't know, but we've reached out to the doctor for a telehealth, and I don't know how we're going to manage that. We're hoping not to get hospitalisation going on.
Can you
We
get
are at high risk of seizures
short-term
because of
accommodation
pain,
somewhere?
infections, and she's been running 38 degrees for the last
alright.
4 days straight,
I've got a shower today, though.
which is
I've
going to
got
make
do
you
my
even more
hair.
exhausted.
What
so that's
was
a
that
concern.
sound,
That's just the
Max?
crick. He's fat. Max is fat. Max,
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 are
you're
you
fat like
getting,
Daddy.
Are you getting
Aren't you?
fat? Oh,
My
I'm
big
so
white fluffy
proud of
poof.
you getting all big and
He's a big
grown
boy
up. Look
growing
at the
up.
big fur.
Now, what else is
Haven't
happening?
got the full fur. It takes a year for a
It
rag
does.
doll to
Yesterday,
get its full fur.
you started
Okay?
explaining that you had a bit of a thing happen.
Hi.
Our support staff worker that we had
Okay,
scheduled on
okay.
yesterday
Mummy just wants the baby
left
cake.
early,
He's grown.
and that was a bit of a surprise for you, wasn't it?
I was very angry for hours because of my autism. Because I was like, no, it's not 4 o'clock, and we were
Rules are there
right
for a
in the
reason.
middle of doing
An activity.
activities and had things to do.
Yeah.
Things to do.
And it also ties into, if I wasn't there, what would then happen if the support worker
But
left
you
early,
did a good
unscheduled?
redirection, and what we did
I did
was
a
like what
redirection.
you saw. We went to my grandparents' grave and we
Did an
so
activity.
I've got like I'm renovating it
I had to
basically. Not
redirect
just
the
my house.
frustration
I'm
and the cycle
renovating that.
force.
So
Yep.
he thought, well, let's go do some more work there because I've been telling him I need to get back there. I need to get the love heart. I've got to bring the love heart home,
Yeah.
clean it, paint it, then take it back.
Yep.
And I did get a beautiful, and it looks beautiful in the day, and it'll look beautiful at night, solar light
Yeah, looks good, doesn't it?
for the back side of the tree.
But we only did that
So,
because we had to redirect,
to
as
make
you
it
say, because
classy
things
and
had
nice.
changed, and routine changes are actually a very difficult
So he
thing to
redirected
be
me,
able to
and
manage.
it kind of worked, but I still, even the Slurpee he got me,
I tried everything.
he
I threw
tried
everything to try and make it a
and
good
then
day
I
for
still
her.
was like,
Didn't I,
it
buddy?
was still going around in my head. So
Yeah.
I have OCD, and that's a lot of behaviours, not just organising my stuff
Mhm.
repetitively or counting things, or I can't step on cracks. If I'm having a bad day, I get all fussy about that. But most of the time, it's a thought thing, or it's a speech thing. Like I'll say something 3 times,
Mhm.
or I'll do something 3
Particularly
times.
tied into the
But
Tourette's
basically,
behaviours.
if something bad's happened,
Yeah.
it goes round and round and round and round in
Yeah.
my head,
Yeah.
like a
And
merry-go-round.
it helps to activate the Tourette's as well, unfortunately. And the two don't go hand in hand. So you throw ADHD into
And
the
I've
next where you're
had a
hyperactive.
drama every single day that's out of, you know
Out of
how
control.
I talk about internal locus of control,
Locus of control,
which
what
is
you
when
can or can't
I
do.
can control things
Yep.
in those areas. And then there's external locus of control, which you don't have any control of that. That's external things around you that, like this, I'm not renovating my apartment.
I didn't
They
choose
are.
to do that, but they are. And we're happy to deal with
I
it.
didn't know the days it was going to happen to plan my life around it, so I don't have to be here listening to this. I'm meant to be on my rest days because
Yeah,
I
good luck
have
on that.
pushed and pushed and pushed. And as you'll see in all the videos, you're going to see a lot of the things I've been doing. It's a lot for someone in my condition. Like, stupidly a lot, but it's... And I know a lot of people like challenge my chronic fatigue. It's like, guys,
You can see
I
how
push
flushed
and push and
Dyan
push
is in
and
the face at
push
the moment.
because, you know, my life could be short. So I have to live. I have to push through the pain, the discomfort, the fatigue, everything.
Yeah.
And so I've been really busy, and
She's
this is my
been
rest
very,
day.
very, very busy.
My rest day is meant to be now Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I don't know how. Oh, please be gentle. Please be
Thank you,
gentle.
very
Please be gentle.
She's holding my head with a death grip. She's going to rip my arm out of my socket. Right, I'm going to go to the other side and just see what's going on. Oh yeah, not too bad. It's only 37.8 degrees at the moment. Panadol.
All right. So
Can you actually take some Panadol? Sorry. Here, take this one. We'll do them separately. Need to get on top.
Sorry,
I
guys.
hear my phone buzzing at the moment. I just need to attend to that to see what's been
So
alerted.
basically, my life is going great. Every day I've had a stressor. And every day my autism's getting set off by it. look, I'm not against community living, but I also understand community living means that things are going to happen around me. But the problem is, with my type of medical condition, if I keep pushing like this, I'm going to have a seizure. If I don't start resting soon, in a minute today per se, I'm going to end up in a seizure. So basically, this I didn't control because it's external, right? I didn't know it was happening. So I've been busy thinking, it's okay. I'll rest on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Meaning I'm reducing my risk of seizures. I'm taking care of myself. I've been eating really well. I've been drinking really well. Staying in that safe zone. And now it's being ruined by something external that I can't control. And so now I'm worried about seizures. And because my temperatures can also tip me into a seizure.
And because you're distracted and discombobulated, you're not able to relax, mentally focus, calm
and
things down.
I've got a high pain threshold, so
already...
I probably won't do enough protecting of this.
Now,
or
to do
the
a
right
shower
thing for this.
is going to spike your heart rate and exhaust you as well. Do you really need to do a shower
Yes.
today? Okay, so we have no choice in that. I think we might need to be
My
careful
hair.
for the not
It's
feeling
oily. It's the Greek in me.
We'll do GT on spray before we go
Very
into this
oily.
because I don't need to have
Yeah, I
a
agree,
heart
actually.
cardiac crisis. The
Infections
feedback
can cause
from
my
the
heart
people
to
that I
go
sent off to
worse.
us, I've obviously asked for different people to find out what's going on.
Okay,
There
well,
is apparently a tradie on level 5 who is sanding the entire floor of the room without notice to the strata or the council of owners.
ooh, ow.
They are trying to find out for how long, but however, they think it's going to go on for quite a while, which is probably half a day or not a whole day. So we have no idea.
Okay,
we
but
have no
like
control of
like
it.
everyone else that has to abide by rules,
No,
why
they don't
are
have
they
to
not
abide by the
told?
rules.
Oh.
They don't have to. We can just deal with this. We can't get to that level to knock on the door ourselves because of the security between
No,
each
but
level.
like, sorry, why are they not? I thought the strata was meant to be notified.
Yep, they're meant to be.
The coup is meant to be
They're
notified.
meant to be.
So,
and the coup, the council of owners, is
but
not
the
happy.
coup normally says stop out of punishment and the strata, and says you have to now book it. Tell the residents, and we have a board in the lift to tell us anything important.
Not happy.
I thought they would have to do that for the sake
There's
of
processes
every other.
and protocols.
There's 52 apartments here, you rude person on level
Some
5.
people are a little bit
You're an
different.
asshole,
They haven't
whoever
followed
you
the strata
are.
regulations.
You're an asshole.
So we've got that to deal with, but I can't.
That's all
I can't
can
control
say.
the variables. I don't know if it's
Just
going to
let
be.
people know. Don't be such a douche.
It could be an hour. It could be 3 hours. It could be 5 hours. I don't know. So we're going to do showers, definitely.
That must have been that couple that left, and then someone's bought that place.
I would say they've ripped out
they...
the carpets. They've now put wooden floorboards in, and this is the end part of the wooden
Oh
floorboards.
yeah,
They're
the
then
carpet
sanding
here
it.
is shit.
So we're going to have to.
I
sand
do
them all
agree with
down.
that. Like if I bought here, there's just that one room. I would remove that carpet. It's shit.
Yeah.
It's crap.
I get it.
It's so bad. That's the only criticism I have, actually. Everything else is beautiful.
Now, I want to flip
But
back
the
to
carpet's
the conversation we're having about the support staff yesterday. If I wasn't here and a support staff left, that puts Dyan at imminent risk. Okay, so this is a risk mitigation
I'm not
thing.
meant to be alone.
Dyan's not meant to be alone, and obviously that's why I'm here 24/7. How do I, as the informal caravan, go and get respite, step away from the environment? That's why we get support staff in who are also meant to meet certain criteria of capabilities and competencies so that they are safe with and for Dyan as she goes along. So the concern of that sort of thing happening as a communication breakdown, we're dealing with that with the agency so it doesn't happen again. But the other thing that comes into it is their distraction sometimes on the on-call phones, the phones that they have in-house. It's a distraction, and it means that they're sometimes having to leave Dyan alone for short periods of time. We can't have that. Things can happen in an instant. Cardiac event, respiratory event, choking, hurting herself, a fall, a seizure. I know. So we've tried the distraction by having a chat. You've brought you guys up to scratch. We're going to do a shower because hopefully under the water you're not going to hear much, and then at least we can take a decision of getting you out of here somehow. Would you stop eating the pussycat? Back away from the cat. He's not
I
even
want
phased.
to eat you. You're so cute.
No, that's encouraging him to eat you or eat us.
He's already been eating me all
I know,
morning.
right?
He's
He's
been
had some of
biting
my
my
muffin
hand.
this morning. It's
I've
lovely.
had my coffee in my hand, and he's
Numbing it down. All right, let's get you into the shower. Let's get sorted out for the day ahead. Let's cope with the
a
situation.
day ahead. Another shitty day.
I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, that the GP calls back with the telehealth, because otherwise
This-
a whole
this
weekend
is-
will not be able to
this
get
is so
antibiotics.
painful, and it's been building up slowly, but at the same time, it's been building up in the pain sense
Yeah.
fast. And my temperatures are just going up and staying up. So
Yeah, and you know where your neutrophil count and white blood cell count will be like at the moment too. All right, that's where we're at, guys. Thank you very much for being around and supporting as usual. Big thumbs up of encouragement. Let's hope we can get through all these multitude of issues of things that are going on. Wouldn't it be nice just to have a relaxing day today?
You know
Wouldn't that be
what?
nice? That would be nice.
It's not always good. Just like you guys probably have your days.
You can't control what goes
You
on.
know, your neighbour mows their lawn, or
Well, at least next week we know there's a fire alarm
going on.
testing going on. We'll be able to step out at that time and avoid that for that short
No,
period of
I
time. We
think
know
that
when
the
it's
coup
scheduled.
just needs to be
Council owners.
like what they're meant to be,
Yeah, follow
and
the
say,
rules.
tell everyone, because we could have made plans for today
To avoid this.
and I would have flipped my week around, because I'm kind of flexible with my things that I do with
we
my
could have been
life
out
when
and
I have
about.
a chance out of medical.
Planning is everything.
I can do that. So I could have been like, okay, I could have planned that today I'm not in the apartment needing to rest
So unfortunately,
quietly.
with fatigue, we also don't have control of this. So it's not as if we can just
And the
spontaneously go,
infection,
let's go
I
have a fun
can't
day
plan
out.
this
You
either.
can't plan.
Where did this come from?
Is you, complicated, complex medical health. Yeah, we're going to try and do some things that we have got here to help as much as we can. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you've got comments, questions,
guys.
ideas, or
Anyway,
suggestions,
yeah.
love to hear your suggestions. Leave
Tell
them
us
below.
about like your days where you've just like had this day where you go, not today.
Yeah.
Comment below about a day that you've had. Yeah, don't make it too long,
Yeah,
because
I've got to try and read it.
sometimes we can't get to everyone.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, just let us know. Like, if you've had a day where you get up and you go, I can't do that today.
No.
You know, I know there's days where we can, you know, and then there's days where you go, I can't today.
No. And I don't really want to be out of the house.
I wish I was rich, because I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to go to a
Don't want to do
hotel
that. I know.
and
Lie down.
pick a room with a spa. No.
If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will see you, hopefully, very soon in a
Yes.
better place.
Bye.
Bye.